everybody, welcome to another adventure. Today, as you can see, we are back at Shenandoah National Park. But this time, we are going camping up at Mathews Arm Campground so we can utilize our lifetime pass. We're going to stay 2 nights. We get half price camping with that pass. That's 50% off, so it's like $15 a night. So for 2 nights, $30. Can't beat it. But we're going to take a little hike here before we head to the campground. So come along with me and I'll show you on the map what we're planning. So here is our purple lizard map. Just came through Front Royal. The entrance to Skyline Drive is right here. We are currently parked right here just before you go in the entrance. The plan is take this little Dickey's Ridge Trail up to where this says Falls. Let's see if there's a waterfall there. And from here, after we're done with the hike, we're going to head up Skyline Drive. Maybe I'll show you an overlook or two. We are going way out here to Mathews Arm Campground. Right here is our trail, Dickey's Ridge Trail. A really well-worn trail here. As you know, we're not used to that. Our trails are half grown in most of the time. It's kind of nice to travel the well-worn paths once in a while. Beautiful stream here beside us. But it's always exciting heading to a camp spot. I'm excited to camp in Shenandoah. But I will say, when I was a youngster, probably 14 or 15, I do remember our church group doing a backpacking adventure here in Shenandoah. We camped somewhere on the mountain, but out on a trail somewhere. That's the only other time I stayed in Shenandoah. So I made a fib to you a little. Probably in my 20s. A good friend of mine back in the day, Roy Weiser, and I came up here and hiked a similar hike that I did in my youth, and we stayed in this forest for a night. So that was twice that I had stayed in Shenandoah, but that was so long ago. I won't tell you how many years ago that was. But anyway, hopefully we'll find a nice little waterfall here to start our day off with. Very beautiful trail how this stream runs right alongside of us here the whole way so far. Very nice. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. So what a beautiful trail, but I probably won't show you a whole lot on this trail because I want to show you a vista or two on the way to the campground, and I want to show you the campground, and of course I want you to have a dinner with me and maybe a campfire. So to keep this video from being real long, you probably won't see too much of this trail. Pretty cool old stone wall along here. Still looking for that waterfall, and we're at the mileage where it should soon be here according to the map. So maybe it no longer exists. So I don't know how well this map showing up. According to the map, that fall should have been back there somewhere before we make this turn. A stream coming down and meets this stream. But we'll walk back and see if we can find it. So yeah, I think we'll head back down and look for where a stream meets this stream, and then maybe dig around a little bit. Or is this it right here? So I can hear rushing water, but I guess it's just the stream there, and maybe just these little ripples they're calling a falls. But I'm looking for a trail that cuts in. Maybe there'll be a trail to something. There's a small little trail. Let's take it, see what the story is here. Yeah. Nope. Beginning to think there's no waterfall. We'll keep looking. Okay, so this is the only spot, I guess they're calling this a waterfall. Maybe when that tree was across here, there was more of a waterfall. Yeah, I guess that up there would have been it. And it probably was different when that tree was here. So I'm guessing that's our waterfall. Not much to brag about anymore, but a very nice walk along this stream. But I'll see you back in the car and probably at an overlook somewhere. I'm still pretty anxious to see what my campsite's going to look like. Any of you that go camping out there, what do you think? How do you like that feeling of wondering, if you haven't been to that site before, wondering what it's going to be like? It's always fun to get there, look around, pick out where you want to set up. Any of you like that, get really excited just to go and set up a campsite. If that's you, give me a holler. But anyway, like I said, I'll see you at an overlook somewhere along the way here. So I promised you all an overlook. I've been stopping at a lot of them, but they've been really hazy like this and cloudy, but very nice nonetheless. But I wanted to make sure I got one, at least one in for you before I reach our campsite. I'm still excited to see what our campsite looks like. But check this out, pretty nice. And there's a view with a butterfly, thistle, and some bees. Check that out. But look at that. Pretty amazing view there. Oh, here's another pretty cool overlook. We're only a couple miles from the campsite, but I thought I'd stop and show you one more before we get to camp. So we have made it to the campground, looking for site A053. And there's a lot of signs about bears, and you have to sign a paper saying you know how to store food properly, because there must be a lot of bears. So maybe we'll see one, but I'll show you when we get to our campsite. I thought I'd bring you back on to show you how empty this is. I haven't seen any other campers yet. Now this is a Tuesday, but we are looking for A053. Ah, there is a tent, so we are not totally alone. There is a tent. Probably my next door neighbor. Well, there's a car up here too. 50, 49, 51, 52, and 53. There we are. That is our site. So here we are. Picnic table, fire ring, bear box, and I believe we have a nice site back here to set up our tent. Yeah. Pretty nice. Looks pretty rocky though, doesn't it? Awful rocky for a tent. So we're all set up here. I'll give you the big grand tour. Here's my picnic table, the fire ring, the bear box. Back here is where we set up our tent, and we even put the hammock up. I'll show you inside the tent, our arrangements. Now if I do have a complaint, it is the stone. Why would you put stone like that down for a tent pad? I don't know. Because there's a couple big rocks I kind of have to avoid, but I have a pad, so we're okay. We'll show you in. Show you in a tent here real quick. You can look around. There's my sleeping bag, pillow. There's a pad in that bottom sleeping bag. But I'm going to get it closed up because I don't want the mosquitoes getting in. Because that is one complaint. The mosquitoes are really bad too. The rocks and the mosquitoes. Other than that, it's a nice sight. And I even set up my hammock for a little nappy naps, or if we want to sleep outside tonight, we can sleep in that. But I'm betting tomorrow, after we hike a trail somewhere in the morning, we'll be coming back and taking a little nappy nap in the hammock maybe. But anyway, since we're all settled in and it's not even quite 3 o'clock yet, I want to show you on the map here what I'm looking at. So this is where we're at, our site 53. On the Purple Lizard map here, you can see this Traces trail circles the entire campground here. And it's not even 2 miles. So on this map, it shows part of it, but it indeed does go the whole way around, Traces trail. So what I think we'll do, we're going to walk down this hill, check out our restroom, find the Traces trail, and we are going to, I believe, go to the right, hike around the Traces trail. Now, I don't know how much I'll show you on that trail. There's probably not a lot, but except woods to look at, and I don't want this video to be too long, but I'll show you a couple things along the way. And then we'll come back here, and by that time I should be hungry and ready to make some supper. So come along. So here's our restroom just down over the hill from where I'm camped, and from looking at it, I have one of the better sites, I believe. And yes, we have a working water fountain. So I would have showed you, they're pretty nice restrooms, but there was someone in there, so I thought it better not to. Well, let's take a hike. I believe this is where the Wandering Woodsman walked down to see Overall Run Falls. I think he went this way. And we may do that the last day we're here. I have not set plans for tomorrow or the day we head out. So stay tuned. Tune in for the next couple episodes, and we'll see what we do. Oh, we got some berries. I believe this is the loop we're looking for. Mathews Arm Campground Trail right here. Traces Trail, that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna head that way, and we should come back this way. Here we go. Some very wild looking plants there. So it got really dark down in here, and look at that big old rock there. Wow. Big rock. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. So if those didn't look like eyeballs, I don't know what does. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the eye in the sky. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And for those, this would be a good one for those mushrooms that look like eyes. Eyes without a face. Do 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 do. Eyes without a face. Do 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 do. Eyes without a face. Remember that song? They were definitely eyes without a face. Maybe that's what he was singing about. Or we can't let this go. How about private eye is watching you. They will see every move. Private eye, they're watching you. But there's a lot of cool mushrooms on this trail. No, I'm going to show you much of this trail. It's very neat. Look at this. How cool were they? Look at that. Very neat. Eyes without a face. Well, anyway, I'm not going to show you too much on this trail. I can hear water, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Running under us here. Very nice. Might even be almost like a spring coming out of the rock up there. Nice. More water here. Yeah. Look how fresh that is. Nice. So if you ever wanted a guarantee of seeing those ghost pipes, this is the trail for you. They're everywhere. Been seeing, but look, there's some in there. Very cool. All kind of mushrooms. Some more ghost pipes. More ghost pipes. More. More. And more. Oh yeah, very neat trail for mushrooms. Look at these. They're hidden in the ferns, but look at all of them. Look at that. Very neat. Really cool old stone wall there. I know I said I wasn't going to show you much. This trail has a lot to offer. Just looping the campground. So if you ever come here to camp, make sure you hike it. Ooh, ooh, I seen a big spider. Ooh, I doubt we got that on film, but ooh, I ain't sticking my hand in there. I was gonna. Ooh. Ooh, I seen a big spider. So we're back out to where we went in that way. It's a very, very nice loop. If you're ever camping here, I highly suggest it. But I'll see you back at camp. So we made it back from that loop. Very nice loop. 2.4 miles. That was from the campsite to the trail, the whole loop. So 2.5 miles from your campsite. But doesn't that look inviting? Especially the hammock looks inviting, like I could just lay in that right now and pass out. But we're not going to do that. We're going to sit out here and enjoy things for a while. Ah, I ripped my pants. So it's right on about 7 o'clock. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I thought we'd get our fire going here so we could cook something for supper. And can any of you guess what we're gonna have? I bet every one of you can guess what we're gonna have. But we got the Enviro logs going here. I like to use them when you go out of state. I'm in Virginia, left from Pennsylvania. You can't carry wood from border to border because it transports bugs and other nasty things, so I thought the safe bet was go with the Enviro logs. And for me, they're easy. Just one match and they're lit and they're burning good. They're not the prettiest. A regular wood fire is much prettier, but anyway, I'll bring you back on once we start making supper. So for those of you that guessed hot dogs, you would be correct. My only question is why I didn't start cooking yet. Why is this one darker than this one? They came out of the same pack. Ooh, I wonder. We're gonna start cooking these. Ooh, they look pretty juicy and ready. And I think we're ready. Check this out. And if you see Cliff, the wandering woodsman, tell him Dave has mustard this time. So I make sure I carry mustard along just in case we run into Cliff, the wandering woodsman, because I know he likes mustard on the hot dogs. we made him eat Chick-fil-A sauce, which he liked that pretty good, and that is pretty good on a hot dog. I'm gonna eat, and I'll see you all later. Wait, I'll give you a bite first. Mmm. Mmm. And no, I never get tired of eating hot dogs and or tuna wraps. They're pretty much my go-to. If you know anything I can make easy like a hot dog or something, let me know. Maybe I'll try that next time. But I'm gonna eat, and I'll see y'all later. Mmm. 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 So I thought we'd have one more little treat here before we go hit the hay. And I have a marshmallow and graham crackers. We're not going to do the chocolate thing with it. A marshmallow and the graham crackers alone is sweet enough. But anyway, I did want to tell you I did something really stupid. I got this water out, poured in my coffee cup, poured in my cold coffee, Dunkin' Donuts cold coffee mix, swirled it all around, tasted it, tasted horrible. Then I figured out why. That water I grabbed, I had already mixed an Element hydration packet in there, and if you ever hit Element, it's like a Gatorade or something mixed. I had that in the water, poured that water in and used that for coffee. So imagine that, what an Element and caramel Dunkin' cold coffee tastes like mixed together. But anyway, hopefully this some more will get that, or this marshmallow and graham cracker will get that taste out of my mouth. A little beyond toasted. Shall we try this together, or is it too hot? Mmm. 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 Now that's good. It's much better than the s'more. S'more's too sweet. This is just about right. One more bite. Mmm. But anyway, we had a busy day today. I think that's where we're going to end this one. So, as always, thank you all for coming along. God bless all of you. I'm praying for all of you. And I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye, which is tomorrow, so come back for the next video. We'll be somewhere tomorrow out here in Shenandoah. See ya. I kept hearing this noise right after I ate my little snacky snack. Well, looky here. See that? You see that deer there? Look at that. Pretty up close and personal there, huh? That's what I kept hearing, the clippity-clop of that on the road. We'll let him alone, he's not hurting anybody, or she. So I'd show you that before I go to bed. Night.
Everywhere, the water, the trees, even in the air. I see your handiwork, that is our sign. But your face I've not seen, for it isn't time. We don't deserve what you offer to us. Run away with greed and lust, but you made it simple to come home to you. Just take the gift and all will be made new. Each day we grow closer to being with you. Ready or not, for many or few. So when I am troubled and lost in doubt, please open my eyes and give me a shout. We don't deserve what you offer to us. Our hearts run away with greed and lust, but you made it simple to come home to you. Just take the gift and all will be made new. You laid it out and gave us a choice. If we listen now and hearken your voice, we don't deserve